Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I have been crazy busy out here at this property. If you watch the first video, you'll see how much work I've actually put into this. I'll probably put some before pictures just so you can get the idea of how much work I've done out here. One thing I've learned so far, I need a tractor, like a utility tractor. Probably need something like 50 to 60 horse, because I can't just use it just as a compact utility tractor. I got to be able to row crop with it, and probably pull a planter with it and bush hog and take care of all this. But as you can tell, I have been extremely busy. Like I said, I'll probably put some before pictures up, because this is unbelievable how much I've been doing in here. I had to take that mini back. That pile got quite a bit bigger. I ended up clearing some of my neighbor's trees out over there. They've been laying down for a couple years, and got them piled up for them. If you guys stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to save you some money. So I got something that hopefully you guys won't waste your time on, and I'll be able to save you about 150 bucks or so. All right. If any of you watched my very first video, which I'm sorry because it was horrible, but everybody has to have a first video to make better ones. So there's that property marker, and I had some trees laying out here yet, or standing, and I was going to leave them. Well, by the time I cleared all this out, it was so thin that I was like, well, I'll just knock those few trees down, and then I can just follow this property line all the way through here. I didn't clear anything else this way. All I did was just kind of cleaned everything up, because it was a giant mess. This will probably be next winter's project. Going into this further, and then over to that property marker on that side, so it'll be just straight through property line, through this tree line, and like this over here. But as you can tell, that opened up quite a bit in there. I don't know anything about taking care of trees or anything like that, so I just started trimming everything to where I could walk around in there easier, and I'll probably get a mower just to knock some of these little bitty saplings and stuff down. I still got some limbs down I got to drag out of there, but I'm sick and tired of dragging limbs out of here. These were all some of the trees that were laying down at the neighbors. They've been laying for a couple years, so I'll probably split them up and take them camping this year. So there it is. Kids will like it. They'll be able to ride four-wheelers through here and stuff. And I brought them out here a couple days ago, before I had all like the underbrush and stuff cleared out. But I had this area kind of cleaned up, and they were like, hey Dad, let's pitch a tent and we'll go camping out here. They've never been tent camping, so we'll probably do that. It's actually turning out to be a pretty nice property out here. If any of you guys will remember from that first video, I couldn't even hardly walk 10 feet into this area. And now, I mean, you can see right through it, obviously, but this turned out way nicer than I thought it was going to. So I don't want to just make this video of, me walking around out here talking about what I did, but weather's been kind of crappy, windy, crazy windy, and we're supposed to be getting some rain in the next day or so. So I wanted to get all this stuff kind of cleaned up. I left a lot of the trees that I thought were, pretty healthy yet. A lot of them, like this one here in particular, like the bottom halves of all these are just crap, because there was so much just junk growing all up around it and under it that, I mean, they didn't have a chance. So I'm hoping, like this tree here, I really like that one. So I hope having all that stuff cleared out, they'll get a lot healthier and fuller. I gotta get a skid steer in here. But see, this is why I was telling you I need a tractor. I need to be able to clean all this stuff up, you know, with a bucket, be able to bush hog it, blade it, whatever. So I need to get something in here with a loader on it. And like I said, I really don't even want a cab. I just want something about 50 to 60 horsepower that I can have a loader on and put a bush hog on it or a blade or whatever, just so I can take care of all this and then start bush hogging all that. And then, like I said, next winter I'm gonna start going into that section over there. This is plenty for this year. I don't think any of this has been this clear and clean in decades. There was all sorts of junk growing in here. I've been pulling, I don't know, maybe some of you guys can tell me what all this stuff is. I don't have a clue. But these vines, like, see all these? That stuff's been growing all through all these trees like that. You can tell that obviously they've affected the growth of a lot of these, but I pulled as much of that stuff out of those trees as I could, and obviously killed everything on the ground. You know, cut it up, and at least now that it's all clear, I'll be able to keep an eye on it all and eliminate it as it starts coming back. Because like in here, hopefully this all fills out again. I want trees like this, you know, like that are full at the bottom, not so much like these taller trees, because these were so, I mean, you can see where the branches were. They were so thin at the bottom. I want to be able to get through here too, you know. But I want more trees like that. Maybe not that wide, but to maybe go along this property line out here to that corner that's over there, and then down that property line on that side, because there's a road that travels north and south over there. Not that there's very much traffic on it, but then just nosy people can't see everything I got over here. Because like I said, eventually I'd like to put a lean-to up over in here somewhere and just park some equipment under, like my planter and stuff. I've used a few different tools out here. That mini excavator, you can tell I did a lot of work. All I did was I would rip trees out of the ground, throw them on the ground, and then just blade everything, all that brush and everything, and then just started piling it all up. Well, obviously that's going to be a mess eventually after I burn all that stuff, but you can see it's starting to take off a little bit right there naturally. Tried burning this morning and that it wouldn't start, so naturally I gotta go pick kids up here in about a half hour, and that's going to be burning now. If I had to make sure that it wouldn't catch fire, this whole place would be blazing right now. But I need it to burn, so I probably put 10 gallons of diesel fuel on it so far, and I still can't get to the light. Everything's just so wet. But I am super happy with all this. I'm going to bring kids out here tomorrow, and they're going to help me pick all the last parts of these branches and stuff out. And then I'm going to restack all this wood. None of this was cleared out whenever I brought all this wood over here, so I'm going to restack that wood in between a couple trees in here, probably that tree there and those trees. Make me a line right there and stack it all up. For one, then it's underneath some trees, and two, it's out of the way. I'll probably back my chisel plow in here and planter over here somewhere. But there it is. That's another thing. Hey, I want to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what's coming up. So obviously I've been working out here, so I haven't done anything else besides this mostly. I've been helping my parents and stuff with a house or remodeling or whatever, but just to give you an idea what's coming up, So I want to do an equipment kind of walkthrough and assessment for the most part. I have a John Deere 7000 6-row planter that I need to go through. I have a 9-shank. The guy kind of turned into an 11-shank case chisel plow. I have a 930 case tractor that I started restoring last winter. Started taking it all apart, and there's a couple mechanical issues, but besides that, I mean, it was a really nice tractor actually. So that's about an 80 to 85 horse tractor. That'll be my tillage tractor. I don't really want to use any tools or anything that's bigger than what that tractor can handle. So I've been looking for like a 12 to 15 foot disc, and then a cultivator as well. But if I have that 930, which again is like an 80 to 85 horse tractor, that'll handle everything that I'm going to do out here for the most part. But I need a loader tractor, something fierce. It's it's going to be a problem here coming up in the next couple months if I don't get all this stuff cleaned up and straightened up in here. So I need to start looking. I have zero experience with compact or small utility tractors, especially all these new ones. I would love nothing more than to have a Case International or a New Holland tractor, but that is not in the budget. I am, again, this is a hobby. This is my hobby farm, you know, something to keep me busy and somewhat of an investment for the future, and something for the kids and I to, and the wife obviously, to, you know, kind of work on and work for the future. So $60,000 tractor is not gonna be in the cards for me. So I'm thinking and that's part of the problem. There's tons of, I say tons, there's 8 or 10 foreign made, like the Coyotes, the TYMs, the Bobcats, even Yanmars, I think Yanmar. But anyway, there's so many different smaller tractors available, and I'm not saying they're all the same, but I understand what I'm going to be getting if I'm buying something foreign. But I know there's still good quality tractors to be had in those price points. Like I said, I have zero experience with it. I can tell you anything you want to know about JI Case 30 series tractors, and, you know, starting to know more about the 70 series and the 90s and 94s, but that'll be a whole nother video. I'll go into kind of my background with all that. But my family's all Case, so I know Case tractors, but I don't know anything about like the Kubotas and stuff like that. So I don't know, in the comments maybe give me an idea what I need to look for, because that's part of my problem, is I don't even know what's available in the 50 to 60 horsepower range. I don't want something that's got a cab that's, you know, made for the guy that uses it every single day on a dairy farm, or, you know, cow farm or whatever, hog farm, because I'm not set up for that. But I do need a tractor to use regularly. I would say I'd probably use it once a week at least. We'll say every weekend. I'll be coming out here working on something, because if I had a tractor, I wouldn't even wait till next winter to go into all that. I'd start right now, and I'd just peck away at it. That way I'm not so overwhelmed. But that's kind of my plan going forward. Need to start looking for a tractor. Obviously I need to get all this stuff cleaned up, and then see, look at that, it all just kind of pulls out of there. It's not bad, but man, I know it's not good for them trees. Anyway, beginning of the video, I told you I was going to save you some money. Check this out. These are the tools I've used out here clearing all this stuff. And a ton of batteries. All those are dead. That's why I've stopped for the day. Got chainsaw for Christmas. Went and bought the pole saw and the brush cutter. I do have a video on the brush cutter, putting it together or whatever. Here's where I'm going to save you guys some money. I ain't going to do no review video on none of this crap, but here it is. Awesome. I would buy that again every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. Awesome. That works awesome. Great. I can't wait until next spring when I need it. And I just put a battery in it and it runs. I don't have to mess with no fuel or nothing for what little I'm going to use it. Complete garbage. Do not waste your money on that junk brush cutter. A weed eater would do better than that thing. If you're knocking down like a little sapling that's maybe, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch big, and you have maybe, I don't know, like half a dozen of them or 8 or 10, maybe. But why would you spend money on that piece of crap whenever you can just go out there and kick it over, break it off, and be fine, be done? I mean, there's no way I would ever buy that again. That thing is junk. It doesn't hardly do it. Like this little thing right here, that tree, this right here, that's all at once. That is it. They got that thing advertised like it'll just knock out some brush. No way. That's the one thing I wish I wouldn't have bought. The power head is awesome. That's worked great. And like I said, that pole saw, that thing is, I haven't even sharpened that chain. And you see all these trees in here that I've limbed, every one of them. Pole saw. I even bought the extension, and I haven't used that extension yet, but that pole saw is awesome. Brush cutter, trash. Don't buy it. There you go. Saved you some money. Guys, I can't tell you thanks enough for all the subs and the comments and stuff on my last few videos. I know those videos are about my truck and pipelining, which there's going to be more of that coming up too, because I'm getting ready to go to work here in the next few weeks. So stick around for that. There's going to be a bunch more videos on stuff like this, especially once I get that tractor and everything. I'm really looking forward to getting a tractor out here and seeing just how much I can improve all of this property. And again, I want to row crop with it too. So if I can get that tractor bought, maybe this spring or summer, I'll probably let my in-laws do like what we did last year. They'll probably put all this in corn this year for me. And going forward, I'll get a baler, rake, stuff like that if they want to cut hay off of it yet. But there again, I can use that 50 to 60 horse tractor to row crop off of all this. And I think that'd be about ideal to have about 50 to 60 horsepower and shuttle shift, power shuttle shift. I do know that. I do want a power shuttle shift on it. That'll be, I mean, with a loader, you almost got to have that. But other than that, guys, I won't keep you much longer. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching the video. Appreciate you guys watching my other videos. I'll tell you what, channel's done way better. I didn't think I would be at this point on this channel until next year this time. I really thought it was going to take me a lot longer to get to where it's at. So that I do appreciate, guys. I'm throwing around the idea about starting to do like a giveaway thing. So I don't know, maybe if I hit 1,000 subs, we'll do a giveaway or something. Let me know what you think. Heck, I don't even know what I'd give away. Jeez, sap. Idiot. All right, well, that's all I got for you guys. Again, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate all the support and everything. Hopefully you guys are getting something out of this. Entertained, or at least just some common knowledge of I mean, going from nothing to something eventually. So stick around. We'll see. Have a good one.